Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I'm your host for this Astro Forecast, May 7th, 2023. So, are we feeling it? There are two lines of tension. The moon. The moon just loves to put us under pressure. Those emotions, those subconscious programs are being challenged here with displacement of the moon after the eclipse, after all those revelations, and it's challenging Uranus. So Uranus right now in Taurus in a position that speaks of integration. And what do we have to integrate? Integrate some lessons as far as all this little thing here going on, as far as unconditional love, as far as trusting divine cycles, divine order, and feeling blessed and grateful for all the opportunities for knowledge, for learning, okay? And we're challenged here, displacement of the moon speaks of healing of memories. So it's very interesting because we don't have just this line of tension. We have another one. Yes, so Venus comes in and is being quincunxed by Pluto retrograde. So quite an opening act for Venus in Cancer. Just starting today, okay? So this is something that I posted yesterday in the reel. I tried to kind of give you a little bit of insight of what's coming for us and realizing that everything is according to what we carry. So bring that spirituality from within to the without, okay? It's going to be important because here, this is another placement at the beginning of Venus in the first degrees of Cancer that speaks of your memories. So here we speak of memories, remembering things that we lost, maybe any type of bitterness, any type of like feeling betrayed, okay? All those things can come back to the surface. And here also the moon is saying like, well, we got to do something about this because otherwise you might break up with someone. You might just say, well, I'm not talking to this person anymore. But because you don't heal the pattern, you don't see the point of attraction of why this pattern is occurring, then it comes again. So I don't know about you guys, but I know that I used to have a lot of people that told me like, Audrey, how are you so wise? And my answer would be, because I effed up a lot. And I used to make the same mistake again and again and again and again. So I was not the type of person that would just go one, twice, and shame on you and whatever those things. I would go like 4 times, 5 times, and be like, something's got to give. And really, I had to change and realize that I had no control of others, or even realizing that the things that I was pushing towards were not in my best interest. So some of you have to realize some of those things. And I will tell you, I woke up this morning and went to bed, and I have 2 examples for you to illustrate this energy. I received a message from someone that was asking me about karma and whether or not the person that inflicted them betrayal was going to get their karma. If you're still worried about someone getting their karma, you are involving yourself in some karmic retribution yourself. The thing as far as being, betrayed or being treated less of, you got to dissolve those energies, and this is the lesson. I also saw something, and I'm not going to mention name because this person has a big reach, and she was exposing that she had written a song about, I don't even know how I want to present this, but it was some song that she sent to the ex-boyfriend's girlfriend, the new fiance. It was something about like, thanks to me, not thanks to God, this man is the man you're marrying. And it was just like, I got so like triggered myself as far as like, why would you care? Why would you care about people getting their karma? That means if you're still hung up on people getting their karma for whatever has happened to you, you are going to get some share of it. This is, Vivian, some of you're going to involve yourself in that dynamic, because that means that you're still paying attention to people that do those type of things, that have those lower type of behaviors. And guess what? Even if you're saying like, no, we don't do that, then you have a resistance towards a pattern. And then you have that little voice in the background that says, well, did they get their karma? Did they get, what they deserve? This is a universal law, y'all. Okay? Those are universal laws, and Saturn is taking care of that. Okay? So Saturn, look at this. Saturn is being right now trine with this energy of self-regulation and saying like, you don't have to worry about anything. I'm taking care of regulating scores, okay? Saturn is the master teacher of impact. Remember this. This is not just karma. It's what I do has an effect. What I say has an effect. How I believe life is has an effect. If I am hold on people getting their karma, guess what? I am going to be being like someone is waiting for me to get my karma too. So that means you're going to attract a lot of negativity. You're going to focus on a lot of negativity. And by the way, you guys, if you are subscribed, I'm going to extend. That's what I'm going to do now. On Sundays, I will do the week's Astro Forecast for the subscribers. You have an option here if you want to subscribe. We are seeing that the last quarter of the moon on May 12th is about this. It's a culmination. So every day we are dancing with the planets to learn what is the grander lesson of this. And this is going to be very important. I've seen some people right now that are still hanging, and some people that are close to me, okay, that are hanging out with people that they know speak negatively of them. And guess what? Accidents happen. Shit happens to them. Because really, when you know you're not supposed to be in an environment, don't. Just don't. And the universe is cranking up the notch, because it's not just more like you're getting the karma because you're not doing something good or bad. It's not about good or bad. It's whether you know or you don't. Saturn will teach you. You receive the intuition. You should listen to it. I've had this lesson even myself. I sometimes tell my boyfriend Matthew, I'm like, I sometimes don't know if I like to be that psychic or not. Because I literally have foresight of things happening. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to see that. Or I ignore because I'm rushed by time. And then I have the feelings come again with the flash of the vision. And then it has happened. And I'm like, that's my karma lesson. So this is kind of karmic. Do you understand? It's action reaction. It doesn't have to be whether you're a good person or a bad person. It's whether you listen or not to your higher self. Okay, so this is going to be big lessons right now. Let me see. So many lessons. Yes, that's massive ego pain expression. Yes, low competition, non-love. Yes, there's a lot going on right now that you might see as far as social media. Certain forms of art, certain forms of songs, certain form of even expression as far as, spirituality. Just watch that you don't fall into the ego of stepping into your power by saying F off to everyone else. Okay, because that's not really this. Hi, Christina. This is more about you realizing what's worthy of your time and your energy. And if it doesn't feel good, you got to check in with yourself. Because sometimes it's not just others that are not a vibrational match. It's because we have to look at what is being created in the environment. Because sometimes it's just a self-regulation inside of ourselves. Remember, this is the placement for Saturn for quite a little while here. And this whole week, again, Saturn is regulating your Kundalini, is regulating how you have the awareness of this reality. So you understand whether it comes from within or it comes from without. It's very important because it is teaching you whether you are projecting or people project on you. Okay, so that's an awareness that you can only have through practicing self-awareness. A lot of you that come for one-on-one consultations, those are the things that I teach, especially to you empaths out there. Have to have proper awareness of your field. That's called boundaries. Boundaries are not just things you tell yourself. You don't tell yourself, well, I don't allow this and this, and it looks a certain way. It's a field. And that means that when you step into a room, when you step in the presence of people, you will feel that field, whether it is in alignment with your boundaries, whether you're feeling respected, where you're feeling honored. Okay, those are practices that you can have as you self-care, as you have bring that self-awareness. And I personally, I do Kundalini meditation every day, you guys. This is something that I will, mention again for the subscribers. Some of you, if you want to join me, this is important. If you are struggling with boundaries, if you're struggling with manifesting the same reality as far as what you see and what you know, okay, this is important. I know that personally, I struggle with this a lot, and meditation was my savior, and music healing. Some of you come to me and you're still at the very beginning phases of spiritual awakening. Please use frequency healing, whether it's for any chakra, whether it's any type of condition. You can find, for heart healing, if you have lost anyone, if you're feeling any type of bitterness, any type of competition, any type of jealousy, there's a lot of heart healing that needs to occur, and that will occur through this Venus in Cancer, okay? And, Mars is in displacement as well, so that means a lot of the things that we do in the name of love are being checked and regulated by two big master teachers, and even Neptune. Neptune here is bringing a lot of endings to those patterns. Here we have the master of karma, the master of impact, that's going to teach you really how you should watch how you love, and how does that mean that you're showing this love. Vivian is like, okay, and this is all for the greater good, because this is a lesson of power. And what I mean by power is not power over others. This is a power over yourself, self-mastery, controlling your reality. And this is here. This is the Chiron placement. This is collectively what we're trying to resolve. This is a placement in Aries that speaks of initiating something. Okay, some of you know, you've done the workshop with me. You know this is the first archetype of the zodiac that has the idea of creation, that has that will and desire to do anything. That means you're going to want to have a master plan. And a lot of us are still hurt, are still holding on to some memories that we mentioned, all of this, some programs here. So we're not initiating anything. Okay, so that's what we're resolving. This week is going to be big. There's a lot of protection for everyone. I'm going to hop on to the subscription now. We're going to look at the week ahead, and we're going to look at the astrocartography. Okay, some of you know that I like to look at the lines of energies because we are all spread all around the world. So thank you so much for connecting. But this is true that certain lessons are going to be stronger in certain areas. So hi, Christina. You kind of missed the whole thing. That's okay. But I'm hopping on to the subscribers so you can join us. We're going to look at the upcoming last quarter of the moon. This is interesting, you guys, because before planting new seeds of intention, we have a new moon in 2 weeks. You want to kind of wrap up those lessons, okay? Every day we're talking about same thing, but not the same thing. But here there's a lot to heal as far as the heart, okay? No. And making sure that we don't have those like questions whether, is this person going to get their share? Because you don't want to be involved in those. Remember, this whole week was about give and take, the proper give and take and exchange, being aware where our energy is being overstretched or underappreciated. Now it's kind of teaching you, well, that's not for you to kind of, regulate and pay the bills. This is not you. You pay the bills by being in charge of your own field, your own energy. This is your money. All of you that come to me for manifestation, for wealth and things like that. This is all energy. This is all vibration. This is all mindset and heart set. So that's what we're doing together. Thank you so much for joining in, tuning in. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.